Hello folks, and welcome back to another Wise Game video. In today's video, we're going to be covering Classic WoW. What we're actually going to be looking at in today's video is some exciting news that Blizzard came out with just the other day. That's right, they did finally come out with paid transfers for our characters for WoW Classic. To the point where I was considering this when the PvP servers got so bad when it came to the ganking situation, we couldn't get anything done on our lower level characters. But now that they introduced the battlegrounds, it did take off a lot of pressure when it came to the world PvP ganking as a whole, to the point where I'm actually really enjoying this PvP server once again. So whatever your reasons may be why you may still want to do a character transfer, that's what we're going to look at in just a few minutes. So let's take a look at WoW Classic character transfers. So once we log into the game and we're at this screen right here where we can pick whichever character we want to play, down to the bottom left above the add-ons button is going to be the shop feature. Now the shop feature for Classic WoW does not sell anything else except for these paid transfers at this time. So if we click on that, we're going to see right in here, character transfer, $25. I must also mention that this service may not be available at this time for all servers. So now once here in this menu, you're going to click on the box here, character transfer, $25. It's now going to light up the button buy now. We're going to click on that, and then in here, it's going to have a list of all the different realms that you made characters on. So you don't have to switch to each realm to actually carry this off. You could do it from your main realm because they're all going to be listed in here. So say if I wanted to do a character on Heartseeker, I would pick that, and then I would go to select character on the right hand side, and the only one I have there is my level 1 Warlock. So if I select him and then click on transfer a realm, it's now going to open up the box with all the different realms that is offered for me to transfer to for the $25. If you look at the very bottom, you could barely see it. It says and more. So if you click on that, it's going to add more realms to your list. You could also go to the top here and type in a particular realm that you're looking for. So in this case, we'll try Harad, which is a PvP realm. Then we're going to hit continue. And it's going to let you know now in red if there's any errors. Now there's a number of things that could cause these errors. In my case, it's because my character is only a level 1. It would be kind of crazy to transfer and pay $25 for a level 1 character when you could just make one fresh on that server. And then also the character hasn't been logged on in a long time. So you do have to log into the character recently for this to all happen. Now to see more information and rules and regulations of what to do when it comes to all this, at the very bottom you're going to see in blue frequently asked questions. We're going to click on that next. And so on this page right here, we can see that they list some important information to get this transfer going. Now, it can take up to 24 hours for this to complete. Now, I've done some transfers in the past, and it's never taken that long, but just to be on the safe side, I guess they have to post that. And then also, you want to make sure, too, that you don't have anything in your character mailbox or in the auction house. You don't want to have any posts of items in the auction house. That's going to stop the transfer from happening. And then to see more information, you go down to this drop-down box, and you're going to click on Realm. And down here, it's going to open up more information about this. Now, this also covers the retail game Battle for Azeroth also. So this isn't just for Classic, but they do have it broken down. So in this chart right here, this is the max amount of gold you could take with you along on these transfers. So if you're level 51 to say 60 on Classic, you could take 2,000 gold. If you're level 51 to 70 on retail, you could take 5,000 gold. And then right down here is some very important information. You cannot transfer from a PvE realm to a PvP realm. Transfers from a PvP to a PvE realm are permitted. So, in other words, you could go from PvP to PvE, but you can't do the opposite. And also, WoW Classic character transfers have a 3-month cooldown. So in other words, you would have to wait 3 months to be able to use the service again if you wanted to move to another server. And another important information too is that if your name is taken on that new server, you're going to have to make another name. And that's basically the steps right there, guys. Now, again, I do not want to do any transfers myself at this time or even spend the money on it. I'm very happy where I am now, seeing the PvP did calm down a bit. So I'm just going to leave it as is. So I'm guessing once you keep hitting continue, once you have no more errors and you fix those errors, once you keep hitting continue, it's eventually going to take you where you have to pay for it. So it's going to ask you your credit card information and all that good stuff. Alright guys, so I hope that this information helped you out when it came to WoW Classic paid transfers. And thanks for watching Wise Gamer. Feel free to sub up and comment down below. Don't forget, I'm going to have some links in that description panel, so keep an eye out. Until then, you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.